Okay, hello and welcome everyone to another video in our Pawn Structure 101 series. I am International Master Daniel Wrench. This is Chess.com, and you are awesome. That's right. Be happy with yourself. Smile in the mirror every once in a while. All right, like Stuart Smalley. All right, guys. So we are talking about the Stonewall now. We did the pan-off structure. We did the minority attack. We did some opening discussions regarding some of the complex structures, which are positions with kind of multiple points of tension, tend to be called the complex structures. So that's a little summary. Hopefully you've seen those videos, and this is not foreign territory to you as far as what we're doing here. Now, you will notice that this is a Stonewall structure for white. I haven't moved any of the pawns for black. Why did Danny do that? Has he lost his mind? No, is the answer. What I'm doing here is I want you to focus on looking at the pawn structure for white before black has committed anything, so that when you face these structures, you're aware of the potential weaknesses and strengths behind the structure for white before you even commit your position as black. Now, you also maybe you're thinking you're somebody who plays this for white. We'll talk about, obviously we're going to talk about both sides' plans, okay? But what we're doing here right now is we're also going to be talking about our critical thinking skills, okay? Instead of just developing our pieces before we look at the pawn structure, before we decide what our plan is going to be, you have to see that really at a high level it's the opposite. You should be looking at the pawn structure and what your opponent is doing for move one, and then developing your pieces accordingly. That's really what it's all about, okay? So what the Stonewall is doing, okay, is a number of things. It's gripping the center on the dark squares. That's obvious, okay? Most of the time you're going to see this structure followed up with a move like c3. White is solidifying that he's going to have this brick wall in the center for some time. Obviously, the e5 point is a strong point. If black gives away that square in any of the d5 variations, you're always going to see a knight hop into that square. And when the knight hops into that square, like I said, after something with d5, you're going to see the potential for a kingside attack, whether that's the other knight coming from d2 to f3 or a possible rook lift. In an ideal world for white, you'd see a bishop on d3, which points toward the king side, and even the possibility of the c1 bishop maneuvering around to come and join the fray on the king side, join the party. This is important stuff, okay, because what we just talked about there is exactly what white wants to do in a perfect world. He wants to grip the dark squares, then he wants to use the critical dark square, meaning e5, to sort of jumpstart and trampoline his attack on the king side. That's exactly what he wants to do. And in an ideal world, every time you see this structure, white would like to achieve that. I want to point out that one of the first games we did, actually, my game with Vucic, where I got my butt kicked, we talked a little bit about the grip of the e5 square and dealing with the Tory positions, because this particular structure here.
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.